Hi everyone, I'm using the Gilded Tarot for our weekly reading from Monday the 8th of September through to Sunday the 14th of September. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective for anyone who views this video, and as always, take what resonates. Just pop the rest to one side, just see what unfolds. So we have for Monday the Ten of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, sorry, coming out with the Ten of Cups. For Tuesday, the Seven of Pentacles. Wednesday, the Fool. Thursday, and I'm feeling a lot of energy from this card, the Eight of Wands. Friday, the High Priestess. Saturday, Judgment. Sunday, the Eight of Cups. We'll take the Magician as well. The Empress. The Three of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. So, Monday, we've just moved through the powerful full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on Sunday, the 7th of September. The eclipse, as it occurred, brought such an eerie energy with it. Everything was still, quiet. Feeling the energy moving all around us and within us as the eclipse starts to draw from our energy, from deep within our cellular memory, anything that is not in alignment with our soul self, with our soul song. So things being eclipsed. So Monday, I feel, is a day of integration, of looking into every area of our life where we may be feeling that is not working for us any longer. Calling on the keepers of the Akashic records and really sitting and going into meditation, looking into every single area of our life and what those areas of our life invoke within us. So if there is some kind of conflict there in certain areas, to know that it's being brought up, maybe being eclipsed out of our lives, to allow things to fall away, not to start to grab hold or grasp onto anything. We are energy beings, and our energy will, our vibration will bring us into contact with everyone who is of the same frequency, of the same wavelength. So maybe as we are starting to evolve, situations around in our life, maybe our career, maybe relationship, whatever it may be not be evolving with us, and it's time for it to fall away. So allow things to happen naturally. Don't try and force things to happen. Just keep dropping into our hearts. We have a lot of codes that we received yesterday from the full moon, the lunar eclipse in Pisces. So these were water codes that will start to activate within our emotions, bringing up old emotions that are coming from our ancestors, past lives, from our childhood, for it to come up into our awareness, to actually be aware of how we are feeling about certain things, certain situations in our life, and to as we use working with water as well, the element of water, infusing our drinking water with light, with healing, infusing our bath water, placing our hands in and infusing it with light and healing. Anything that we may be cooking and preparing, and doing the same, sending the healing into anything before we eat or drink, so that everything that we are now starting to digest is infused with light. So into the integration of this powerful time as we're moving through this gateway of the eclipse from the from the new moon in Virgo that was in the 0 degrees, that was so very powerful, moving to the full moon in Pisces yesterday. Again, this energy is very intense of bringing things up, but also very gentle as situations may occur or present themselves. We are now choosing not to go into those old patterns, those old karmic cycles. Moving to the new moon again in Virgo, 29 degrees of Virgo on the 21st of September, just before the autumn equinox. So all this is bringing balance into our life. Where are we out of balance? Where are we going out of alignment in our career? Where are we working too hard? Where are we in that old mindset that we have to really work hard and stress before we receive any kind of reward? Because there are triggers within us that are coming up and can start to push us into the old imbalance, disharmony. So just spending Monday with this powerful integration, looking at any area of our life where we feel that there is an imbalance, a disharmony, wherever that may bring up, whatever emotions that come up in those situations. We have this 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So the 6 of Pentacles, looking at any false beliefs we have to do with scarcity, to do with not having enough. Because once we balance that and know this is the balancing of the scales. So as we come into balance, as we start to look at everything in our life through the eyes of being divinely supported, the feeling of being divinely supported, things starting to balance out now, financially and in our love life, in our family life. So as we start to align and allow those uncomfortable feelings and emotions to be eclipsed out of our life through this cosmic energy that is occurring just now as we're moving through this gateway, the outer planets are all in retrograde. Uranus in retrograde in Gemini, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, Saturn retrograded back into Pisces. So a lot of energy there in Pisces through this full moon. Pisces helping us to dissolve those old structures, those old thought forms of having to achieve, of having to live up to expectations, of that hard work, and also Neptune in retrograde in Aries. So we've got some powerful shifts occurring, all directing us inward, looking at what is no longer relevant. What energy are we placing into every single area of our life? And if it's one of pressure, if it's one of not feeling good enough, to start to change it now, knowing that we are good enough, knowing that we are 1,000 times good enough for any situation in our life, that we're all unique and we all bring a gift into this earthly realm. So to start to see the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, moving through that bridge now into the time of our evolution, our ascension, as the cosmos is assisting us. Venus this week is activating with the North Node, bringing this beautiful energy of love, of an increase of finances, things coming together. Such a beautiful energy this week, such a graceful and easy flow to allow the integrations to take place, to feel the immense love that the divine, that our ancestors, that our loved ones in spirit have for us, to actually feel that immense love for ourselves as well as we're moving through this gateway. Tuesday we have the Seven of Pentacles, and she's been tending to a seed, and it's grown up, it's grown into a tree now, and it's a money tree, and she's getting ready to pluck those pentacles from that tree. They're still not there yet, they're still not ripe. So Tuesday is the 9th of the night, so it's the 9/9 activation. But this year we're in a 9 year. The 9th of the 9th is a universal number 9. We have the 9/9, and the 2025 adds up to 9. So we're just coming round in this powerful karmic completion. So on Tuesday is a day of allowing things to close out. The work we've done on Monday, anything that we feel is out of alignment, to look within at what emotions that's evolving within us, and to do the work, to do the self-healing on the emotions of surrender, letting go now, these karmic lessons, learning, all closing out, to move into the 999 portal with intention, with focus. Light a candle, write down your wishes, really focus. This is a time of integrating with our higher self, of our visions. So things starting with closing out on the past that have blocked us maybe from prosperous, from being prosperous, or blocked us from maybe any love coming into our lives. All that's closing out now, and everything that we have been focusing on and tending to and cultivating is about to manifest, and you can see this tree is fruitful. So Tuesday is on this powerful day of the 9/9, it's completions, it's closing out every which way you look at the 9th of the 9th. This year is endings, it's completion. We're in a 9 year, we're in the year of the snake, allowing that skin that is so tight and old in us and knocking us all out of shape to just shed now, let go, focus with full belief. That's what is coming through, the full belief that it's achievable. Anything that you focus on is achievable. Anything that you believe in is achievable. Let go of the lack of self-belief. Anything that you're not believing, if you're looking at your vision and there is any kind of doubt or lack of self-belief there, that is being eclipsed out. Allow it to be eclipsed out so that you can stand there with your vision, whatever it may be, in alignment with your higher self, and know that you're merging into it. Feel yourself, every cell within your body, merging into that vision that you have, because Tuesday and all this week is beautiful. Tuesday is a time of the end going, the closing out, and new beginnings starting to come into our life. But nines are the wisdom, the 9 O's with the circle at the top coming down. It's the wisdom that's we're being downloaded before the nines are the end of the single digits, before we move into the tens and the new beginning. So this is where all this energy is coming in, all this divine intelligence is coming in, the activations, the downloads, the upgrades, everything that we have been taking in from the galactic center, from the central sun, from our sun, is starting to integrate now within us. Feel the upliftment of that. Feel the upliftment of your vision coming into reality, because as you focus on it, and that's what she's doing, she's tended to a seed that has grown into the tree and is now producing, or almost producing, fruit. So we're coming into this time of harvest time, about to reap everything that we have been tending to, the energy that we have been placing onto our intentions and inspirations starting to manifest now. So Tuesday, a beautiful day of lighting a candle, sitting and visualizing and writing and allowing, because there are messages coming through, there are downloads still coming through, to write from our hearts, not from looking for anything in our heads and in any kind of logic, coming into our hearts and writing, feeling the love of life, feeling the love of life as you live in your inspirations, as you live in that beautiful time of light, of happiness, of joy, of love, of good health, of prosperity. Feel it within your heart and write. Allow the messages to come through. Wednesday, we step onto a new path of the Fool, and you can see that all the star constellations around him, the zodiac signs around him, so connecting to the star constellations, to the moon, to the planets, wherever they are, we will feel that within us. It changes the energy within us. And you can see there he is surrounded by butterflies, stepping onto a new path full of happiness and excitement and faith. So this, on Wednesday, a beautiful day of really feeling that transformation, as this integration, it's coming from deep within us, and it will start to change us from within, and that will change our path, that will change our trajectory, that we will start focusing on actually what does bring us life force energy, what uplifts us, what makes us happy, all those areas in our lives that we have in our lives, but maybe we put a bit of doubt there, or a bit of lack of self-worth, all that being cleansed away now, so that we can truly step into empowerment and happiness. So a beautiful alignment, a new path starting to manifest now in our lives. So Wednesday, a gorgeous day, and Venus all week is activating, and the north nodes and the south nodes are being activated all week. The South Node is where we've come from and where we're releasing. The North Node is our true North Star, where we're moving to. Anything that's not in keeping with that is being released easily, because we can't hold it in our bodies any longer. We can't hold on to the discomfort any longer, because we know it creates an imbalance within our physical health, within our reality all around us, with our happiness. So we are moving now, things starting to just fall away, really easily fall away, as we're moving into our true north, following that northern star. The North Node is in Pisces also, so all this Piscean energy that is helping us to move up into that expansion of higher consciousness, of that ocean of consciousness, that's what the Pisces fish swim in. There is no boundaries, there's just expansion, an ocean of consciousness for us to tap into and to bring it and integrate it within our bodies and within our lives. And then Thursday we have the Eight of Wands, and with this card I do feel things starting to move where maybe we've felt a little bit stuck because of our own disharmony going on within us. So we've not had the encouragement or motivation to step forward into something new, or to really put all our attention onto what it is we love. So the Eight of Wands, this is things coming in really fast, energy starting to move and shift. So as we are letting go, we're seeing the rewards so quickly. So this is things starting to move now, where we may have been a little bit blocked or stuck. Things starting to shift now as we align to our soul self. Friday, the High Priestess, and we are moving through this time of the High Priestess moons. Virgo is the High Priestess, she's the Virgin, and as we cleanse and clear this vessel, this is the Holy Grail. Our womb is the Holy Grail. This is the place of divine creations and creating from the higher consciousness, from our higher self, so that we step into a new reality. So the High Priestess, Mary Magdalene, all the divine feminine are walking with us during this time to take us in, to listen before we tread, to place our feet gently upon Mother Earth, to really listen to to what's going on inside us, to keep one eye within us and another eye surveying our landscape, our environment, to make sure that we stay and navigate through this time, listening to the mystic within, listening to the divine feminine who is bringing through divine creations at this time. This is definitely a birthing moon. This is definitely a time of rebirth as we're moving from the chrysalis. We are stretching in the chrysalis, which is so uncomfortable for us now, so we're stretching out and we're feeling our wings. It's the same as the egg, it's in the shell, and the chick has to chip its way through the shell, the hard shell, and to be able to free itself. So we've gone through this time of developing, and now we are ready to go into the next phase of our evolution. So we're breaking free from the past, and the High Priestess, the divine feminine, Mary Magdalene, they're all around us. This sacred energy of the divine feminine is within each and every one of us, asking us to go within and listen and tread gently in our lives and the lives of others, and allow the divine creations to start birthing into our lives. Saturday, the Judgment. So this is the next to the final card of the tarot. And she is sounding her trumpet, and this is Archangel Gabriel sounding her trumpet, asking us all to awaken from the dream that we've been in through past lifetimes, through eons. The dream that we were less than, that we had to make sure all our outside world was fixed before we would feel healed within, reminding us that we heal from within, and that heals our outside world. So there's a powerful awakening. It's coming through sound, it's coming through vibration. And in the UK, we had on Sunday, on the lunar eclipse, a alert that came through people's mobile phones, which was not a nice frequency. I turned it off on mine, my husband turned it off, but we were in an environment that their phones were going off and everybody went into shock. And it just showed me how our frequency can be infiltrated just in that second, in that moment. So using sound as a healing, using beautiful music, uplifting music that absolutely brings joy to us and uplifts us is very important. Archangel Gabriel is bringing through a frequency now that will heal any kind of shock that alert created in any environment. So erasing it, she is erasing it by sounding her trumpet to dissolve and dismantle anything that was placed in our reality to keep us in a place of fear. So this is a powerful energy coming through and awakening us to, we are divine creators, co-creators, and whatever we focus on expands. And if we focus on the less than, we will stay in that karmic cycle of never having enough. When we focus on, we are divine creators, we are co-creating and weaving together with every thought, every word, every action, our reality. And as we start to unpick the threads that have held us in a limitation, as we're moving that now, we can start to weave into our lives masterpieces, creating a masterpiece of our lives. And this is what Archangel Gabriel is stepping forward to wake up to to master our own life, to be responsible for what we digest into our bodies, to what we take in. And as we are taking any kind of energy in, what is it? How are we reacting to it inside? And if it is bringing some kind of shock, know that we take a breath, we go into that shock, we send light into that energy. We send light into any kind of anxiousness or stress, sending light there now, because this divine intelligence that is coming through at this time is dissolving that. We're being set free of that. We are being set free to step in to freedom. We are being released from the lower, denser dimensions that have consumed us. So Archangel Gabriel bringing through this energy of going into our inner child, healing there within our inner child, helping us to bring through our divine creations, that our ancestors, that are the our ancestors are bringing through. This is every thought, every action and word our ancestors have spoken and acted and felt is coming through the lineage now. So we are carrying this light through our ancestral lineage so that we step into our lineage of abundance and freedom, and they're all cheering us on. Sunday, we're moving away. The Ace of Cups, you can see there, all those cups, he's no interest in them any longer, because he knows there's something mystical, and this is what happens when you have the mystical experiences. When you start to awaken inside, you realize what was important to you at one time of trying to fix everybody or trying to hold a relationship together that is destined to crumble, or a career that is destined to crumble and move away, because there's something better, there's something more in alignment with our soul waiting for us when we let go of that. So moving away, and there's the full moon again. So I just feel this is part of the eclipse. Friday, we have the powerful energy of the sun in the sun and Jupiter. So, sorry, the sun, Jupiter, and Mercury. Mercury. So Friday, as we are working with and going within the High Priestess. So Friday, I feel Friday is going to be a day of good news coming in, some beautiful messages coming in, whether it's from spirit or whether it's coming in from our outside world. So Friday is just coming through, the message is coming through, this good news coming on Friday because of Jupiter and Mercury and the sun. So Jupiter expands, Mercury is our communication, Jupiter is good luck. So as we are focusing on our way of speaking, and we are speaking our wishes into existence, because every word is a spell, because that's why it's spelling, and as we are speaking, we are casting and drawing to us exactly what we're speaking about. So, and this is why the High Priestesses just step back in, go within and listen to the conversations that we are having with ourselves. What stories are we telling ourselves, and make sure that they're magical, and make sure that they're enriched and encouraging and love-filled. So Friday, moving into that, and then Saturday, the judgment of Archangel Gabriel, sounding that as we are shifting the matter all around us, we're shifting the particles all around us, start to dissolve and create a new reality. And this is where we're moving into a new reality. So Sunday is this day of letting go of the old thought forms that are no longer relevant, that we realize this is a false belief, this is maybe it's a false belief about a relationship, about certain situations in our lives, that is not our trajectory any longer. To allow those beliefs to fall away and allow the emotions, the fears or anxieties to fall away as we're moving into a new time, a time of wonderful opportunities. I'm feeling there's the good news that's coming on Friday is an opportunity, a wonderful opportunity coming in to your life. Something wonderful is coming in. So it's letting go of the old fears of having to stay in the same place and do the same thing, because we feel unsafe to step into something new. But the Judgment card, Gabrielle, is sounding that trumpet, shifting things now, so that we can see it's easier to walk in that direction than to keep ourselves bent all out of shape in whatever situations that we've been trying to keep together. I hope this is making sense. The 6 of Wands, this is victory, moving into a time of pure victory. Of he's coming back with the Holy Grail, and that Holy Grail is our source energy within, really tapping into that so that our cup overflows with beauty, with happiness, with love. Also, this is recognition for all the hard work, so that sometimes we stay stuck in a certain situation, and when we do start to make changes, nobody even notices. Really don't notice, and we see that it's been us all along that's been keeping us in that limited place based on our own fears of loss or whatever it may be. So as we start to make these changes, we see that everybody starts to compliment us, and that there's recognition for everything, the hard work that we do, and not only from the people around us, but from heaven, from the angels, from our loved ones, and especially from our ancestors, as we're breaking these ancestral curses and karmic cycles, and as we're healing the ancestral wounds and walking forward. And they are fully behind us, they are cheering us on. The 9 of Pentacles, this is enrichment, this is prosperity. So we're moving through this week, letting go of the cheap metal, which are those thoughts and feelings. The moon, the cosmos is helping us to dissolve and move from there into this time of prosperity. And she is there surrounded by abundance. And as we let go of the old ways of stress and control and everything else going off into our heads, we start to see that it comes easy, because everything falls on to our path exactly at the right time, at the right the right order. Everything happens perfectly when we let go of trying to fixate over controlling everything. She is there reaping the rewards of peace of mind, of finding that peace within and alignment. The 3 of Cups, this is celebration. So Sunday is a day of really letting go, completely letting go of anything that holds us prisoner. And the only person that holds us prisoner is ourselves, is our thoughts, because we will have those assumptions, presumptions going on, and they're all false. So there's a celebration of celebrating each other, of celebrating life, that gratitude for life, feeling fulfilled in every single moment, regardless of what's going on in the outside world. That's okay. Doing our part to anchor the light in, anchor this beautiful energy of the Christos energy that is flowing to earth so abundantly. The Empress, the card of Venus, bringing in, she's all about love and prosperity. So as we focus on that, Venus is working beautifully with the nodes, helping us to release and to stay focused on love and our having and enjoying a prosperous life without the thoughts coming in saying, but look at the reality of things. I'm not prosperous, and I'm not, maybe I don't feel that there's people around me that love me. But once we start to go within, that this reading all week and the planets are really guiding us within to tend to whatever is out of alignment within us, tend to what conflicts or grudges or whatever it may be that's going on within us. Anything that's tightening us, anything that's squeezing us inside is holding us prisoner. But we have created a story to go with that holding there, that armouring, to start to relax and speak and tell ourselves that now is the time to focus on everything that is of love, that is prosperous, that is freedom. And then we have the Magician, which is Mercury, and he is in that Kazuma. That on Saturday during the weekend he's in the Kazuma with the sun, so he's sat above the sun, so he's received, and Mercury is the communicator, communicating with the higher heavens, bringing it down into the sun, and then the sun is bringing it in, and it is flowing into it's in the particles all around us, this divine intelligence, this uplifting energy of faith and strength, in a way that we see our own gifts now. We see our own uniqueness, not in a way that is any better or we've got power over anyone, because we definitely do not. The only person that we are responsible for, unless our children, little children, is ourselves and the energy that we are emitting out into this electrical field all around us. So when we start to really feel that, feel the magic of that, as we're moving through this time, this week is so beautiful to really feel enriched and feel at home within ourselves without needing anyone on the outside to give that to us. So a beautiful, and the Magician and the High Priestess both in the same week, and we're going through the moons of the High Priestess, this birthing moon where we are birthing now our soul in its wholeness. So beautiful energy. Have a wonderful week, and thank you so much for listening. Thank you.